Hey everybody, it's HaloMan27, and I am back for part 3 of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. And I am at the level that is featuring the Clash at Demon Head, who, according to the story, is another band consisting of... I'll just hurry up. They're slow. There they are. Envy Adams with red hair, which is actually different than anything else. Todd Ingram, which is the tall guy, and then that other girl whose name escapes me. This is actually the part of the story that is... I don't know. From here on, the movie is completely different from the comic, for the most part. Because, like, in the comic for this chapter, or this book, Wombo Combo. For this book, Ramona fights Envy, and you Wombo Combo, and obviously Scott fights Todd, and stuff like that. But there's a lot of more story to it. Like, there's a lot of kind of character development in the whole Envy is Scott's ex-girlfriend thing, and stuff like that. And then Todd, the jerk, who is the evil ex, he actually is cheating on Envy, who is, I'm pretty sure I just said. Anyway, he's cheating on Envy with that other girl, the drummer. And there's just, like, there's so much more story to it than the movie shows. And actually, there's a bunch of things about the movie that are kind of different, and I'll probably kind of point them out when they become more relevant. But, I don't know. I really loved the movie. Like, it's definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. But after reading the comic, there's so much that they just left out of the movie that was just so important to the comic. So, Wombo Combo! After reading the comic, I wouldn't say I like the movie less, but it's just not quite the same. But then again, it comes, like, everything is a bit different the second time. Actually, that's like a point I would kind of like to talk about. My favorite game of all time, if you don't know, is Tales of Symphonia. And like many other games, it's a very story-driven game, which I love story games, but the problem with games and movies that are extremely story-based, they are never quite as amazing after you've played through them multiple times. Like, I don't know. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense, because if it's extremely story-driven, all the plot twists and stuff like that you see coming. But, I don't know. It's just, there's so many things that I wish I could re-experience the first time again. Like, yeah. Anyway. So, since this is a level all about bands, and actually, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World in general is very, like, it references a lot of video games and music. That's what it's all about. Since it's a level about bands, I want to talk about the music industry in real life. Here's my opinion on it, because I drive a lot, so I listen to the radio a lot. And I hear all of the, like, all the bands that are extremely, air quotes, popular, and all the artists in Wombo! Aw, denied! Combo breaker! I'm so glad I was able to fit that in somewhere, but I'm so unhappy that I didn't own all of them. Anyway, so, like, basically, in this point in time, some of the most known, finger quotes, again, best artists out there, I just do not enjoy at all. Like, and I mean zero. For example, the artist Adele. So many people say she's like Wombo Combo, extremely amazing and super talented and all that, but every time I hear one of her songs, she sounds extremely whiny. I don't know if it's just me, but that's my opinion. Like, very much so. And then there's that one song, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but she's like, never mind, I'll find someone like you. That song sounds so stalkerish. And hear me out on this one. she's singing to this man who it seems like she was dating a long time ago. And basically in the song, she states that he has moved on with his life and gotten married, but for her it isn't over. So it's probably been multiple years, but she's still obsessed with him. And that seems rather stalkerish to me. Don't know. Just putting it out there. And now I'm glowing again. So come on, Wombo Combo! Moving on to something completely different. So something I never really brought up in the... Wow, it's still comboing. Nice! Nice! Kapow. Anyway, something I never really brought up in past videos was how everyone's related to their number. All of the exes. I'll just kind of bring that up. I'll explain more what I mean right now. Matthew Patel is very much related to the number 1. He has one eye, or at least he appears to have one eye due to his hairstyle. He often points up one finger in the air. Ramona says he was the one non-white and non-jock in her school, and he gets called that one guy by Wallace Wells. And he and Ramona only kissed once. Like, I like how they kind of related all of the X's to numbers, or at least the number of X that they are. And I'll actually go over Lucas, Lee, and Todd right now, too. Lucas Lee, he is the second evil X. And, okay, his trailer has the number 2 on it. He performs his fatal grinding trick on a staircase that has, like, 200 steps. And he and Ramona only dated for 2 months after he asked her out 92 times. Which, as you can see, second X, so many references. This is actually a mini-boss right here. You fight Envy and the drummer, which is more similar to the comic than the movie. This game actually is much more similar to the comic than the movie, but it's got kind of reference to both. Anyway, Todd. Todd's character has several references to number 3, obviously, being the third evil X. He wears a shirt with the number 3 on it. Him and Ramona dated for 3 years, and he and Scott fight 3 times before he's defeated. Also, in the comic, he only lasts 3 minutes inside this store called Honest Ed's. Can't completely remember the context to that, but yeah. His first fight with Scott gets ended because it's 3:30 in the morning, and he's a part of a 3-person band. As you can see, 2 of the members, and then he was actually standing to the back against the wall. Toonie! Yay! Money! Yay! See, there he is off to the back. And now he's actually gonna have Scott walk over, and then he'll run up and punch us through the wall. Or energy blast. Guitar! Boom! That's what I meant. Yeah, it's pretty... What? It's like I just completely lost my train of thought. This part, you kick through walls and stuff. It's super exciting. If you see on the back posters, Envy actually has blonde hair, which... I'm not entirely sure how it is. In the movie, she has blonde hair. In the comic, I think she actually has orange hair, like in the game. So, don't know why they just changed it up in the movie. But here's something I find hilarious every time. Bass battle. Fight. Guitar hero. Rockin' out, rockin' out, rockin' out. And then you hit the A button and smack. I love that. I love that so much. Then he just vegan power throws you out the wall. Speaking of which, as soon as... I keep snapping my fingers for some reason. Take it outside. Third Evil X. Dating Envy Adams. Cheating on her too. And he's got vegan powers. And friggin' vegan force choke is the most annoying thing in this game. And electric is pretty annoying too. As you can see, he does like a lot of damage, which is annoying. But as long as you can own him, like I do, he gets owned. Way to kind of do the opposite of what I was saying, past self. But electrocute! Okay, this is the best named attack ever. It's actually called the Vigamehameha, in reference to Dragon Ball Z's Kamehameha wave. And as soon as I heard that, I actually found that out, like, just recently. I found that so funny. I don't know if it's just me because I love Dragon Ball Z, but perfect time for a level up, by the way. I ended up not dying because of it. Or at least, I imagine that's probably true. I can't actually see very clearly what my health and guts are at, but I love the fact that they called it the Vega Meha Meha wave. Or Vega Meha Meha, however you decide to. Also a combo, but not quite the wombo. That was Vega Meha Meha blah! But, yeah, it's pretty weird. And actually, the fact that it's like, nuclear hazard, kinda is like, what? What you got against vegetables, bro? And now you can actually see he's flashing. Usually I'm a higher level at this point in the game. Once you level up to a certain point, spoilers, you get this ability that makes it so you swing weapons 3 times as fast. So it'll be like smack, smack, smack instead of smack, 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 smack. So it's actually, if you do that, this boss becomes extremely easy because you just kind of stand here, he does his Vega Meha Meha, you dodge it the number of times that he's used it, so the first time he used it once, second time twice, third time he's about to use it the third time. And then you just pick up like a brick and you just run up and you just smack him with it, or in this case I just punch him because I don't have that. But if you just get the item, you can just absolutely own him. And this is actually the first instance of a boss, actually first and only instance of anyone dropping a 1-up. He explodes into all his money, and he, as you see there, I got a 1-up. That's the only time in the game that this happens. You can buy them, but that's the only time where it'll actually drop. Which, I don't know why, that's just kind of weird to me. It's not even like based off points or anything. He just drops one and nothing else. But it appears I am running out of time in this video. So, I guess I'll just about wrap it up. After the awesome heart wall where they rocket jump through and smack their faces together. Aw, that's so sweet, because it's Valentine's. Actually, yesterday was Valentine's. But this has been Halo Man 27. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, everybody.